y'all, it's Michelle with WomenWhoWow.com and our official blog over at bmichellepippin.com. And I'm here for another episode of Hashtag Mornings with Michelle. And today I'm talking about the 4 freedoms that all women entrepreneurs, all entrepreneurs in general actually, are seeking. And I just want to talk this through with you because I honestly believe, my kind of calling card, what really drives me, my purpose, my mission is absolutely freedom. And it's something that is a concept that I absolutely pursue, that I work my schedule around, that I've deliberately built into my business for a very long time now. And I believe that freedom is either you're really free or you're not really free. And in business, I think that we can get kind of hung up here and maybe accept one of these freedoms and forgo the others, or be afraid that we can't really claim this part of freedom because it might affect another part of freedom. And I just want to challenge you guys with this. I want to go over the 4 freedoms and how they really work together because, again, you're either free or you're not free. Okay. So, the 4 freedoms, the first freedom, when you think about women entrepreneurs, why we go into business, entrepreneurs in general, why we go into business, we want money freedom, right? That's what we want. And that's definitely part of it. But let's face facts, like there's a lot of jobs, and I know a lot of people with who are, civilians who have jobs that make really great money, and they are free to buy maybe what they want, but they're not free to plan their day. They're not free to decide how they dress to go to work. They're not free to, take a vacation or not go in, or, they're not free to really design their life. They have money freedom, and that's definitely one part of it that entrepreneurism can absolutely give you, but we don't want to settle there, right? Like I remember the first time I was hard recruited into not into, because I never said yes, but hard recruited into a multi-level marketing company. And the person said to me, I said, well, I don't want to work nights, because, with my kids during the day, my husband would come home and then I wouldn't have nights with my husband. And she's like, well, if you just do it for 3 or 4 years, then, you won't have to do it anymore. And that just never made sense to me. I'm never going to pursue money freedom at the expense of time freedom, which is the second freedom, right? Now, time freedom is what really, really seduces me and what has seduced me into entrepreneurism. It's how I sort of accidentally got involved in having my own business, which was I needed to make a living. I'm married to a public school teacher. I had to make a living, but I also had these kids that I didn't want to leave, and I didn't want to put them in daycare, and I didn't want to miss their first, and I didn't want to be told about things that they did during the day. And I frankly, I just took pride in being their primary caregiver. And so the last thing that I wanted to do was give all that up in pursuit of a paycheck, right? And ironically, if I had have done that, we would have probably still been today paycheck to paycheck, and just kind of living like the rest of the world. But the money freedom thing is something that entrepreneurs seek. But what I have found is that a lot of women entrepreneurs are like me in that they'll accept time freedom. But I want to go back to what I said at the beginning. You're either free or you're not free, right? You're either fully free or you're not free at all. And so money freedom is one part of it, absolutely. But even in my own business, I would accept time freedom when I didn't have money freedom. And I felt lucky. I felt blessed. And I was actually, right? And so, and today, if I had to choose between time freedom or money freedom, I'm going to choose time freedom. I intend to live exactly the way I want to live, according to my own priorities, on my own schedule, on my own calendar. That is my, it's sort of my guiding principle. That's never going to change for me. The key for me, though, came when I realized that I didn't have to choose. And that came really late. I mean, I'm talking, very recently for me, when I really embraced the fact that, maybe I don't have to choose between money or time freedom, right? So let me get back, because I do have a point. So money freedom is one freedom that women entrepreneurs seek. Then we have time freedom. A lot of times, so remember, we kind of are okay with one or the other. When we're having a lot of money, we kind of accept the fact that we don't have a lot of time at home, or we stopped going to the gym, or we don't do anything with our friends anymore, or date nights kind of went by the wayside. And or when we have a lot of time on our hands, we've kind of accepted the fact that our money has plummeted. And my plea, I guess, today is that you don't do that, right? That you embrace all freedom, full freedom. So those are the first two freedoms that women entrepreneurs are seeking. The third and fourth go hand in hand, right? We want freedom to work with who we want, and we want freedom to work how we want, according to our own priorities, right? So if that resonates with you, give me a heart or a thumbs up. But those freedoms go beyond the money freedom and the time freedom, because the truth is, even when you have those two things, like in line, right? So you've got the money that you want, you've got the time that you want. Sometimes you can fall into a trap, an irony actually, of working in a way that you don't want to work and working with people that you don't want to work with, right? And these are critical freedoms for us because they affect how we look forward to Mondays or not, right? They affect how we go into the office if we have one. They affect the energy with which we open our emails. Like, they affect a lot of stuff. And so those are the third and fourth freedom to work with who we want and freedom to work how we want according to our own preferences are absolutely huge. And so too few businesses embrace all four freedoms. And here is the irony. And here's what I guess I just learned way too late. I always thought that one or more of these freedoms might have to come at the expense of another freedom, right? So I kind of felt like if I wanted money freedom, I kind of had to put up with the, butthole clients or the clients I really didn't enjoy or what have you. Or if I had the money freedom, I'd have to work long hours, or I might have to like dress up or, put on some face to make money in my business. And here's the irony. If you look at the top of any industry, the top person in any industry, in politics, in being a hotelier, in the wine business, in info marketing, like you look at in the top of any industry, and here is what you're going to find. They've built their business around their own preferences, right? The theme for Women Who Wow, our manifesto, is without compromise, right? And this is why, because we want the freedom, but we're often, willing to compromise certain aspects of our freedom to get another aspect of our freedom. And freedom is either there or it's not there. And so when you look at any big time success in any industry, across all industries, across every generation, if you're looking at people in history who were, empire builders, and you're looking at people right now who are empire builders, you're going to find that they did not accept a bunch of compromise. They didn't think they had to do it one way in order to achieve success. They didn't think they had to dress a certain way, live in a certain area. They didn't think that they had to have a certain kind of office. What they did was they did things exactly their way without compromise. And that is how they created freedom in their business, right? I can talk with you. I can personally introduce you to a real estate agent who never works the weekends, right? Never works the weekends and doesn't do open houses. And they make far more than the typical real estate agent. They're making 7 figures a year. I can personally introduce you to a doctor who works 2 days a month. 2 days a month, and a consultant who refuses to use email or internet. These are people I can personally bring you to an event and introduce you to. They've made their own rules. They work with who and how they want, and they have the money and the time freedom because they've priced and deliberately built freedom, choreographed freedom and their preferences into everything that they do each and every day. So I hope this really inspires you or even challenges you. Maybe even it triggers you a little bit to look at the 4 freedoms and really question, which one have you accepted that you're not going to have right now? Which one have you given up on in order to pursue another aspect of freedom. I'm telling you, it works better when all four of these things go hand in hand. You've got the money you want, you've got the time you want, you work with who you want, and you work exactly how you want. And in this way, it's like when things are really good, they just keep getting better, right? It's just how it works. And so, because you look forward to working, and work doesn't feel like work anymore, and you have an energy that literally just attracts the masses because you're doing it exactly your way, and you're bringing something so unique, even in your sort of, I guess you call it your bedside manner. You're bringing something so unique to your industry by insisting on all four of these freedoms. So I hope that helps you guys. If you have a question, put it in the comments below and I'll check it later on. And if you are a seriously driven woman entrepreneur, then you need to be joining us over in WomenWhoWow.com so we can welcome you and just kind of welcome you right into the fold of your tribe, right? People like you and me. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow on another hashtag Mornings with Michelle. Talk with you soon. Bye.